Capricorns, we're here to do your 1st until the 15th of January. So let's see, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus from the 1st until the 15th of Capricorn. Of January, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus from the 1st until the 15th of January. Show me Capricorn. So you've got Leo energy, very strong, someone very loyal, somewhat independent. Someone wants to be independent and is fighting for their independence and freedom. I think somebody wants freedom of speech. Somebody wants to be able to speak to you freely. Somebody wants to reconcile. I'm picking up reconcile. I'm picking up somebody wants and is fighting for their freedom. Physical fighting for their freedom. Or their independence, because I keep picking up freedom or independence. And it's either freedom from being able to speak freely. Somebody, I just keep picking that up. Somebody wants to be able to speak freely. Okay, and speak freely. If that's, I don't know why, but I'm picking up like a sentence that someone might have been wanting to seek freedom. I don't know why that's coming through from spirit, saying something to do with want freedom. I want freedom. I want to be independent. Let's see. So, but you got the sign of strength, which is Leo. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus from the 1st until the 15th of January. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus from the 1st to the 15th of January. Rush. I feel like a rush, or someone's in a hurry. Someone feels as if they're in a hurry and something needs to happen quick. Or it is happening quick. Something's happening very quickly. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus from the 1st until the 15th of January. Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So you got the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. So something is happening very quickly. It's somebody wants movement and somebody wants freedom. Somebody wants freeing karmically. I'm not sure if you can see these. The camera seems to be at a strange angle. But somebody wants freeing karmically. Somebody wants movement. They want something to. They want someone to physically move in, or they have just moved in. But somebody wants freedom. Freedom of speech on the internet as well. It feels like I've got freedom on the internet, but I want my own space. Some of you physically want your own space and you want more of it at home. Or you have it, but someone is also fighting for their freedom, because I keep picking up someone's fighting for their freedom as meaning like I don't want to feel restrained and I don't want to feel like I can't say anything because I'm loyal, but I really want freedom of speech, because I keep picking up freedom of speech. I want to work independently and I want to work for oneself also, but I feel like someone, this could have a lot to do with Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus from the 1st to the 15th. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus from the 1st to the 15th. So wow, that is freedom for a child, also for someone's child. Someone doesn't want to feel defensive anymore, but I mean the person from the past is 100% coming back, but this is tears in heaven. This is loyalty and strength of physically being unable to speak is what I'm picking up, like unable to say something to a friend. Someone has a friend that they're unable to say something to, or they really want to. Basically, the past is coming back to revisit you. But I feel that you're going to have a revisitation right, visitational rights. Like someone could have been taken from someone that was a child, and now there's going to be visitational rights that are going to be sought after from you or your partner or person that you're connected to, that wants visitational rights for the rights of a child. Now that would either be a newborn child, because this could be a born child that's just been born, and someone is seeking the name of someone. Also, someone wants visitational rights from a child that was taken from them in the past. Somebody wants a new child that could possibly be born, because I keep picking up a newborn identity. Someone's having an identity crisis, or did have, but now they're completely clear on who they are, is that I did have an identity. I just heard identity thief. I don't know why. Identity thief. Something was stolen from my identity. You've got 3 endings here. 3 endings. Major ones. You got 30 pretty much. That's like a lot of stuff to go through ending wise, but it feels like it's beginning. Judgment is where someone will appear up out of your soul group, a friend even, or a former boss might want to employ you again, or you might get employed from someone, or you'll meet a friend or someone from the past that you was possible friends with before. Or it would be the return of the soulmate, but we're all soulmates, so karmically it could have been the return of an investment of karma, meaning you probably just found out some news that someone just got their just desserts. Because there's a lot of what's going around. There's a lot going around. There seems to be something that's spreading around, or someone's spreading a lot of news around about some kind of... well, we'll have to see. Because this is an announcement, and someone's trying to make an announcement, and they're saying it very publicly online. Whoever that is, someone is saying it and pronouncing it very publicly online. Now, online can mean Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, anywhere. But public media, a service of media, or the newspaper, or someone's got some news to tell someone that someone in the family could have been lost. That would be a grandparent or something. And this might be you or them having to tell a child that someone was lost in the family. Something was lost in the family. Or this is news that someone's spreading publicly on the internet, and they've got something to say about loyalty and about having strength. Because it feels like this judgment is going to be someone that's going to ask a question of like, well, where does your loyalty lie? Where does it go? Yeah, well, I'm really kicking home on that one. Where does your loyalty lie? Because someone probably lied from the past, and you might be asking this person that returns into your life, well, where did your loyalty lie? That rely on and lie on. Lie on Zion, lie on Zion, lie on Zion. Bob Marley. Sorry, but lying. It feels like you're lying next to me for some reason. I think someone is dreaming about a deceased loved one that used to be next to them. I don't know why I'm picking that one up, because that's more of a past life connection that you would get through being a medium. You know, I get a lot of sensations through these cards. But I'm having this vision of someone that used to lie next to you, and they were very loyal, that you did lose. But I'm definitely hearing that, where does your loyalty lie? Does it lie with me, or does it lie with them because you lied in the past? So where does it lie now? Because I think that there was a lot of lies possibly told. There was a story that was unfolded. Something was folded up. Something got found out, or something covered up. Someone covered something up, or there's a cover in someone's closet. A cover that reminds them of someone, like a cover. A cover. I don't know why I'm picking up cover. Something to do with a cover, or mother. Sorry. Someone's mother. Someone's mother here. Someone lost a mother, or you lost, or you are the mother, and there's something that's going on with what I said about that children could have been taken from you, hopefully not on the physical plane, but there could have been a loss of a child, and there's some kind of loyalty to that child, but this is a situation where they was possibly taken from you in something because something was said on the internet, or something that was publicly broadcasted for something. Some of you found out some news on a public, or will find out, that when you search on the internet for something, you're going to find out some news about someone that they have possibly split up with an ex, and that because of that there might be some, I don't know why I'm hearing glimmer of hope, that you might get a return of the sender, meaning like it's going to return. There's going to be some kind of reunion or return. They keep saying turn left, turn left, or left or wrong left turn. The film from Wrong Left Turn. There's strange messages that are coming through. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus from the 1st until the 15th. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Okay, wow, so it's going to cause a fight. There's going to be some kind of, somebody definitely wants to reconcile with somebody that doesn't really want to, because they are more than likely going to ask, well, where does your loyalty lie? Does it lie with me as a family member, or does it lie with your love interest for some? And this would be a parent that's going to step in, or a child that's going to step in to say something. It could be the child that's going to step in to say something to an ex-partner or to you about a situation that goes on at home, about fighting with people. And that, where does your loyalty really lie? Does it lie with me as a family member, or does it lie on the other person? Somebody definitely wants back into your life. There's a rumour that someone's spreading also on the internet, or feel like someone's spreading rumours or lies or hatred about someone, and they're physically witnessing that there's lies that are being spread. This is a ruminating thought, okay? And it ruminates and it goes around and around and around. Could be Aquarian energy in anyone's chart, but it feels like this cycle is going around and around and around, and it feels like my head's spinning. Someone feels like they're dizzy, because I think there's a lot going on where someone is learning that they're actually really open for something, and you're going to channel some kind of confusion in your energy, which is, well, welcome to being spiritually awoke. I tried to explain this to my girlfriend. It's like, welcome to being with a psychic medium. Contracts. I think that you're going to contract some ruminating thoughts that are going to play havoc on your own experience as well, which is like, you can lose grips of reality. It feels like there's a lot of common, I'm hearing the Common in Cambridge, right, which is near where I'm Britain, but what do you call it, when you're like the dream, and there's like dreams that are happening, and you are physically feel alone, and you there's a lot of energy that can be absorbed by attracting in lessons, that you'll meet people that you'll start to just be very aggressive against, because your feeling energy tells you everything. I get this a lot with people where you just can't pinpoint what it is about a person that can really annoy you sometimes. Okay, this doesn't have to be a love partner, it can be anybody, but there's a lot of where you will just feel that, but other people might not witness that, meaning it's a family member that can be for some, or a situation that you feel and you just know. It's your intuition. It's because you're awake here. It's because you're awake and you feel and you just know that there's something not quite right. Okay? Some of that is kind of like just a feeling. Some of you, this is a situation that you're going to find out, or you just have, that the energy that's between you and somebody is, there's one person here that is remaining loyal to you if you're physically with a Leo. And if you are, it feels like they are very loyal to you, okay? But within your soul groups of people, of friends, that can also mean your happening of your spiritual experience, that some of this is going on between family members, or a family member, a child or a mother or father, okay? But basically, if people want to go on the basic card reading, the past partner is more than likely going to come back to reconcile, and you'll probably get into some kind of altercation over that, okay? Which would be ruminating thoughts of, will it happen again? Will it happen again? Will it happen again and again and again and again? That's all they keep saying. Will it happen again? That might be the discussion that you get into with this person to say, well, is it going to happen again? Or you just know that it'll happen again, and you're trying to use your intuition to say, I know it'll happen again. Right? I'm going to will it into experience to know that it'll happen again. There you go. Again, 5, 2 5s. Could have a life path number 5, or soul urge, or healing year number. I realised, and I totally forgot, my healing year is nearly over, which is 5. And then in March I go into number 6. Right? Yeah, ruminating thoughts of healing. Your experience, if you have, well, either way, really, you know, it's all about who's for your highest good and value of. And this is a lot to do with family, that's what I'm saying. There can be a lot of altercations between a feeling that you get around a family member that you're just not quite, you're just not quite on the same wavelength. But this would have a lot to do with like rent and children. If there was children that are possibly that you're with a ex-partner that could be in your energy still, you might have a loving interest, but your ex-partner, because you have children with them, for some is still there, and there's a lot of fights, and there's a lot of like over maintenance of children and your job and security blanket from them, but it's not really secure, and you're trying to secure yourself. I think some of you, this is a security bank or something to do with security code. They keep picking up like a security code, some kind of security code might have been broke into. Security code, don't know why I'm hearing that one, Capricorn. I think only you guys would know that. If I'm kind of, it won't be for everybody, but security code. I don't know, sometimes when I get spirit messages, they come in after a while, and then I'm like, that's what that was. Right? But, owed. Something was owed. Code was owed. Someone owed or owes someone some money, and they don't like the fact that they owe them some money, and that would be a family that owes someone some money. Or somebody won an inheritance and the other person doesn't quite agree with that. There's a disagreement definitely with about an inheritance or money of support of maintenance as well for a child, where it causes a lot of conflict between you and your kids and stuff if you've got them. And it's all really to do with like, you know, I don't want to get in the middle of people's arguments with that, but you know, there's a lot of like, well, you probably have more than what I do, and I have the children, but you have the most amount of money, and I have to look after the children because I have to look after the children. Where's the money? And the separation with that, and then it's like, it's not fair. Yes, it is fair. It's not fair. Yes, it is fair, and it is fair, and it's not fair. And there's a lot of like, no one ever wins at war. Trust me, they don't. But that would be a lot of karma that you would have with someone, because you would physically have a contract of children with them. So that would be a major life experience and a major life happening. But I think a lot of things are transforming, but there's still a lot of aggressive energy possibly. So let's see. So, the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Sun rising in Venus from the 1st to the 15th of January. Capricorn, Sun rising in Venus from the 1st to the 15th of January. Basically, they're going to charm, some kind of bracelet. Charm, there you go. This person wants back into your life here, 3 of Cups. They're definitely coming back 100% for another lesson. You know, 3 can be anybody. 3 can be a mum that's in the way, or a child that's in the way, or the ex-partner's partner is in the way, or it can be a job that's in the way. Anything can be in the way, but someone wants to reconcile pretty much. Now, if you don't want to, and you find that you don't have the strength to, you know, you can get led into a lot of illusion by going back into a third party, and sometimes possibly not even knowing that you are, but you just feel it because it's karmic. There's a lot of karma. If that isn't a third-party relationship, that could be on a good standing where you are very loyal to your partner and you want to go out. And it's just like, listen, we need to go out, we need to go away, we need to travel, we need to just get out of this for a while, because the family dynamic or the money is just like really getting on my nerves. And I can't seem to tackle everything all at once. So to save us arguing, then we need to go out on a date here, and that would be a message here of reconciliation possible from the past partner or the same partner if you're in one. And this would just be getting away from a dynamic, away from like family kind of stuff. But it's ruminating around someone's head again and again that they're going to be left out of something. I feel someone feels like that they feel spiritually lost, because I really pick up that someone's just having like awakenings. Good luck. But someone's just having awakenings. I mean, me personally, I've had near on 60, right? And that path was extremely difficult for me to learn on my own, really. But it feels like someone's not alone, but someone is experiencing this separation of metaphysics, and just time is just out there, man. You know, the one thing of an equation of life that you will never be able to fully comprehend is time. Anything else of human nature, we just think that 1 and 1 physically comes up to 2. When you separate that down, you can never separate the distance of time, because it can't be measured. Time cannot be measured, and that's that feeling that you get from that time just cannot be ever measured. You know that you're living an experience, but you just can't measure time. Okay. And I think someone's trying to compromise with someone that is also very spiritual as well, and it's a clash of the titans of, if you live with a person, then it's more than likely a clash of the titans of the ego of learning to live in a physical relationship. Everybody would put the mythical spiritual experience down as like, oh, I can't wait to get into a relationship. Trust me, then when you're in a relationship, but then when you're in a relationship, you have to learn to compromise with ego and people's habits and stuff that they have to do. So there is a lot of that. Conducting energy of a medium, especially when conducted with another physical human being, my energy levels can be extremely high, and low, but like spiritual essence can be extremely high through an energy that's felt from another person if they're spiritual. Okay, and those collisions of energy there is kind of what I'm feeling. It's kind of like loyalty and mediumship, but there's also kind of like a strained feeling, like, whoa, this is like strange, because I'm feeling this connection that just keeps repetitively making me feel lost. It's a bit like lost in space, right? Lost in space. How you doing? How you doing, Capricorn? How you doing? So I've got to keep these down a little bit. We'll do one more card. But what I am going to explain to people, if you do want to join, the things that are happening over on Patreon now, but especially with Tier 2. Okay, I've also just been asked to go back for my old job as well. I just landed a new job as well, so I've got loads coming up this year. But 2 is really not telling me much at the moment until we continue on. But again, Libra, I would say, is possibly involved, but there's definitely a decision that needs to be made, because someone's standing there waiting. Someone could well be standing. You might just find out that someone's just appeared and said, you know what, Capricorn, do you want to get married? Do you want to get married? Do you want to get married, Capricorn? I think someone might just drop that on your feet. If you're relating it to an Aquarian energy, possibly. That was fall. What was that? Wherever I fall, your slow turning pain. Yeah. Fall at Your Feet by Crowded House. Crowded House. There's a crowded house. Crowded. Something's crowded. Or someone feels crowded. but fall at your feet. Someone's going to fall at your feet, and they're going to turn up, and they're possibly going to ask you if you want to get hitched. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up. You might just find out, and you're like, oh my word, they just said the marriage word, Stephen. Someone just proposed the marriage word. Because the word is the bird, and the word is the bird, so the bird is the word, is the word is the bird, is the bird. So someone's like going to probably, I don't know why I'm picking it up through this array, because there is someone that's possibly going to say, you know what, do you want to get hitched? Hitched. That's what they're saying, Capricorn. And you might like be, what? Oh, hold on a minute. Where's the money? Where's the money? Just hold on a minute. How much do you earn first? Right, Capricorn. How much do you earn? What's your bank account? What's your bank account sort code number? Well, I want an annulment. Right. Who knows, Capricorn? But there's some sort of weird messages that are coming through. So anyway, so as we go forward on this timeline and start to clarify everything and channel more messages as much as I can for you guys, there is a new experience now over on Patreon that I'm hoping to spend more time with. But you get early access to full monthly readings that will go over on Patreon, hopefully as soon as I've done these. Okay, so you will see February. That's if you're a tier 2 member. You get bargain deals and money off personal tarot card readings or Skype calls, depending on whenever you want to order one, but you will get a percentage off those. Okay, if you ever want one. Also, appearance of live. Hopefully, if I have time, I'll go live over there and I will talk with people generally, and then also ask questions. And you can ask me questions, I'll just ask the cards. Or you can leave a private message and say, Steve, I just really need like 3 or 4 cards just to answer me a very quick question. Can you make a video and post it on Patreon? Yes, that, you know, you can do that, but that'll be once a month. Okay, so if you're in desperate need and you just want like a couple of 3 cards, you can just ask me, and I'll make it. But it will go to Patreon. But I mean, you don't know people on Patreon, right? So I'm hoping that's going to be okay for people. But it does explain everything over there. Teaching segments and that are all going to be going to Patreon tier 2 still, and there's still old ones there. Meditation stuff that I'm making with music. Also, if you want to join Lucid Dream Tarot Music, you can. The link is below. You can also reach out for a private message or follow me on any link, business page, Becoming the Change. There will still, if you're up to date with that, that's where I can keep up to date with the majority of people if you're on Becoming the Change, because I will put down, if I ever have spaces for personal readings or do an offer, I can also still post it there, and then people can try and, if you want one, throughout the year. So it's a good place for people to meet up on the business page. But there's loads of different links that you can find, and hopefully you follow any of the links in the cards to Lucid Dream Tarot Music or Patreon. Okay guys, thanks very much. I hope you have a great, this is the first 2 weeks anyway of January. So I hope you have a great 2 weeks. I hope you have a great new year, and hopefully see you on the other side, Capricorn. Thanks very much. See you soon.